Aloha. So I'm driving to get some food because I have like 2 vegetables and 2 fruits at home, the same things I've been eating for a while. So I'm heading to the store to get some food. And I was pondering on a message that I received the other day. And this message that I received the other day was kind of shocking, kind of not, all at the same time. However, any messages that come to me that are projections and judgments based on myself, based on what I do or what I say, anything that comes from someone else, I always look into it, because everyone that we see outside of ourselves is simply a reflection, right? And they're there to show us something. They're there to gift us knowledge, gift us insight, and also test us to see what our reaction or response might be, to see if we've learned our lessons along the way in this lifetime. And so I wanted to talk about that. I named this, What is Your Worth? And really, that's a huge question. What is your worth? This person that messaged me the other day was judging me for the amount that I charge for my private sessions, my private energy balancing sessions. And, it took me a long time to be able to come up with an amount, a dollar amount that made sense to me based on how much efforts go into just one session with setup and breakdown and everything. So whatever, that's besides the point. It just took a long time to gain up that confidence to decide on a dollar amount of what that worth was. And when it comes down to it, whatever we do and whatever we offer as a practice or a profession or a talent or a gift, whatever the heck you want to call it, whatever we offer to the world and to others and to the community is invaluable. It's invaluable. It doesn't matter what number or price tag we price on it. It doesn't matter. It's what the experience provides or what the service provides and what that gifts the other person and how it helps that is so valuable to yourself and to others. And so these number values, I just want to talk about that for a minute, because for so long I could not put a price tag on anything because I got stuck in the belief system that spirituality and spiritual services and healing services should not be charged for. No one should have to pay money for that. And that's a very deep rabbit hole, and honestly, to me now, upon looking at it, it's a very old way of thinking. When we look at the old ways of the healers of the world and the shamans and the way everything used to work and the doctors, it used to be huge free services, but they also used to be cared for in huge ways. The temples and the spaces were set up for them to provide healing all the time. They were fed good food and nutrition. They were taken care of so that they could take care of the communities as their service, and provide their services. So now we are living in 2018, FYI to everyone who's stuck anywhere behind or beyond that. We are in 2018, and money is a huge, huge thing that is going on in this reality that we all have at least one foot in. And we have to spend money on rent to provide those services, and we have to spend money on the equipment and the supplies and the tools that it takes to get what we need to provide those services or those gifts or those expressions. And we need food. So if we are busy doing our gift, we don't necessarily have time to become farmers and food growers and harvest our own food. And maybe we haven't linked up to provide trade services for that food yet. So we need money to buy food. So money is a huge part of our reality. And when we can really look at it as, okay, it's a tool. Money is a tool, and how do we utilize this tool in a positive way? How can we take the stigma away from money? And yes, money has been used negatively and still is being used negatively in so many different ways, but so is food. So is everything else. Are you going to ex-nay on food because it's being grown with pesticides and being hoarded and whatever else? No, you need food to survive. So it is what it is. So if we can take out the negativity and change our perspective on what money actually is and allow ourselves to embrace money as an energy. It's simply an energy. It's simply something to play with to get our needs met and to offer other people assistance in getting their needs met. And it's just another form of food or assistance or energy. So when we can take that away and just embrace that money is a part of our lives, it's amazing. It is amazing. It has been the biggest leap and bound in my whole life, just getting through that fear and allowing myself to embrace the fact that I deserve money for my services and my gifts, and that money coming in from those services and gifts allows me to continue spending more time doing the things that I feel good about. That is my gift to the world, rather than having to work some weird job crunching numbers or doing something that doesn't resonate with me. That might resonate with someone else, and that's okay. That might be their gift. Their brain is fantastic in that way. Mine's not. So I want to do what I want to do, and it's really important to be able to allow that to happen in whatever way you want. So, getting back on track, what is your worth? Your worth is whatever you think and feel you're worth, okay? It's not what anyone else tells you or anyone else says about you or tells you what to do with your life or your money or your practice. It doesn't have anything to do with what your parents have told you. It doesn't have anything to do with what your teachers told you. Nothing outside of yourself. Yes, they're reflections. Yes, they're guidelines. Yes, they're teachers. But nothing outside of you can tell you who and what you are and what you are worth. So if you do not feel worthy enough to charge for what you are offering to this planet, if you do not feel worthy enough to trade your services for other valuable things, if you don't feel that, it is important that you go and look within and see what those blockages are. It is important to go within and offer yourself some self-love, some self-care. I used to think really poorly about myself. I used to have some really negative thought patterns going on inside that were programming from my childhood and whatever else I went through. We all have our stories. And it took a lot of self-care and a self-healing to be able to actually recognize that what I am, who I am, and my expression and my gifts are valuable. They're valuable. They're so invaluable that they're invaluable. And guess what? Every single one of you has that. Every single one. I don't care what anyone says. We are each unique in our own way. We each have a combination of specialties, a combination of talents and gifts and passions and expressions and these things that come to us naturally that we just want to bring into the world. We each have something so unique. And because it is so unique and so eclectic and so different, it's invaluable. And so you do whatever you want with that. You do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. Don't allow anyone else who is an elder or thinks they're bigger or better than you tell you how you should be living. I'm done with people projecting their beliefs and their prejudices and their whatever else on me. It's whatever you know to be true in your heart. And I personally know that I am dedicated to my path. I am dedicated to bringing more love and more compassion and more excitement and more inspiration and more intriguing experiences to help uplift people and help bring natural healing vibes to them. I'm not healing anyone, but I create that space for that natural healing to take place. And that's one of my gifts, and I embrace it fully. And whatever your gift is, if you embrace it fully and you allow yourself to be in it, and you allow yourself to love what you do and not care what anyone else thinks, and trust that if it's something that resonates with you, there's others out there that it's going to resonate with. You're not going to impress every single person out there. Not going to happen. I can't make everyone love me, and I don't care to make everyone love me. I really could care less. However, I do know that because I love so many people and I love so much about what I do, there's going to be people out there that love it just as much as I do. And that is what keeps this world going around. People find a resonance. People find what resonates with each other, with themselves. They find these connections, these deep connections, and people they want to learn and share with, and then they grow, and they might grow in a different direction and find new resonances and new different interactions and connections. And that's perfect. We ebb and flow, and we allow ourselves to change and grow with the times. And I just feel like this is time. Okay, the full moon is coming up in Scorpio this weekend, and there are possibly some deep-ass wounds that are lingering beneath the surface, and they're asking you to go within and see what that is. See what's holding you back. See whatever it is, whether it's yours or whether it's someone else's bullshit that you took on somewhere along the lines that when you really look at it, it makes absolutely no sense. Let it go. Do what you need to do to bring that healing to yourself and find acceptance and forgiveness for yourself for taking that on. It's okay. We're all human, we're all going through this journey. No one's perfect. We're allowing ourselves to experience this and experience the good, the bad, the ups and downs, the light, the dark. And we just need to allow ourselves to find the clarity within that. And we do that by allowing ourselves more time and more space to go within and see what that actually is. And that's why I love what I offer personally, like sound journeys. I go to other people's sound journeys too, because the sound to me is so profound. It allows this experience for you just to surrender and let go of society, let go of the outside world, and just allow yourself to embrace yourself and whatever is going to come up for you in that space. And it brings so much clarity. You might have so many aha moments of just like, yes, that's it. That's what I've been missing, or that's what I need to do. And it's a beautiful, beautiful experience. And you can find that through so many things. You can find that by going into nature and just simply hiking or going to the ocean and allowing yourself some time to meditate. You can do that by doing yoga or exercising or whatever else it is. There's so many ways to get closer to that natural vibration that you are. And I'm done babbling. I just needed to get that out of me, and I needed to let you guys know how important you are to me, and I love you. I love you, and I love those that are willing to go deeper and willing to figure out what their true expression is here in this life. And I'm excited to ride this lifeline with you all side by side and just really figuring out how to navigate ourselves through this weird reality of society, and also integrate our new worlds that we're creating, our new selves, that we don't have all these other rules that everyone else has. We can let those go and still abide by some of the rules of society to navigate the multiple worlds. We can become who we really came here to be, here and now. Let go of other people's judgments. Let go of their bullshit. It's not yours. Don't take it on anymore. Let it go. Honor yourself, honor your path, honor your passions, honor your heart, honor your expressions. Free yourself from self-judgment. Free yourself from everyone else's judgments, because it's coming at you every second of every day. Let it go. I'm done with everyone else's everything. I'm me, and you're you, and it's perfect. Keep going. I love you, and I hope to see you soon. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Aloha.